Everybody is naturally wanting to know what is happening. Why? Why is this happening? What is the nature trying to tell us? What is the universe trying to tell us? What is the virus telling us? And what do the rishis have to say about the current situation? We know very clearly in this path, and we have been told thousands of times about this. In every class we say this. The humanity has to begin living in tune with the values of the new age. This is what we have been saying for the last several years. The humanity has to begin living in tune with the values of the new age. And this also we have said very clearly. Guruji has very, very beautifully explained. It doesn't mean that every human being has to become a saint overnight. That is not the expectation. The expectation is practice goodness, practice honesty, be peaceful. Let us bring out love. That is the expectation. From the times of Maharshi Amara, as a path, we have been saying this. And we know that meditations help us in this positive living. That is why meditations are so important. In fact, just a few days back, I was interacting with a person. He said, the virus is carrying information. That's what he said. The virus is carrying information. When I began thinking about this, I realized that the virus exists at the energy level also. It exists at the energy level. The energy has intelligence, and the intelligence is trying to tell us something. It is communicating with us. Where did this energy come from? I began thinking, from where did it come? Because first it has to come at the energy level. It has to, let us say, manifest at the energy level. Then it has to come down at the physical level. So first the energy, then the physical virus. Can we say that this energy is our creation? When I say our creation, I am not referring to a specific group of people. I am referring to the humanity in general. This virus, or the energy behind this virus, is a creation of the vibrations we have been generating as humanity. If we can raise the quality of our vibrations, if we as humanity can vibrate in unison with purity, then this energy behind this virus, it will disappear. And when that happens, the virus too will disappear. That is the spiritual solution. To this challenge we are facing. Who has to operate this solution? the spiritual solution, who has to operate? Of course, we have to do it. The humanity has to do it. And we as individuals, we are part of this humanity. We have to do our bit, our part we have to do. So that is what we do at the spiritual level. Then, as humanity, we also have to work at the human level, because the vibrations have not yet reached those levels that energetically we can remove the virus. Because the vibrations have not reached that level, we have to work even at the human level. Very important, at the human level also, at the physical level. Like I mentioned last time, we have to follow all the guidelines given by the health experts. And this is my belief. I strongly believe in this, that we have to vaccinate ourselves. Talking about vaccination, I will just digress a little bit. A person sent me a video in which many people are participating and a doctor is speaking. And the doctor says that this vaccine is not good, he says. And I'm aware that many people in this world, they believe like this. They believe this vaccine is not good. And the person who sent me the video, he asked for my opinion. I told him that I have already expressed my opinion very clearly in the classes. And I have vaccinated myself. So my opinion is very, very clear. And I know that many people do not agree with me. I believe that I am guided by the rishis. But even the rishis will not say that you have to accept what they are saying. They will not say that. Anyway, I believe in it. I was reading that the vaccination drive in Israel and UK has brought forth very clear conclusion that the vaccination is working. People in Israel can go out without wearing masks because more than a certain percentage of people have been vaccinated. And incidentally, yesterday was the first day after many, many months when not a single death was reported in Israel due to COVID. What other proof do we need? My belief is that the vaccination is not about whether as an individual I need it or not. I may say I have a very strong immunity, I don't need it. I may say that, but when I participate in the vaccination drive, I am participating in a global effort to fight this battle. That's why I feel it is important. It's not about the individual choice at all. A united effort by the humanity at the spiritual level and also at the human level will bring results. Somehow, we do not have this united approach. If we observe any groups, forget the humanity as a whole, any smaller groups also, we will find that people have almost polarized opinions about any matter. And this division, this kind of division, it works for the benefit of the dark forces. That is their very basis for survival, the division that helps them survive. Anyway, coming back to this point, why is this happening? I feel ultimately we as humanity, we have to take the responsibility of its creation. There may be other details, of course. There may be other details, like, where it began first. Was it deliberately spread? Are the dark forces behind this, this virus spreading? There are so many theories floating around. All these are possible. All these are possible. We do not know the truth behind this. But whatever be the truth, if the collective vibrations of the humanity were pure, if the collective vibrations of the humanity were positively stronger, then the dark forces would not have been successful in creating this. I think this responsibility we have to take. Our acts, our emotions, our thoughts could have avoided this pandemic. Anyway, what can we do now? That's what we want to know. As individuals, we want to know. Fine, whatever has happened now. What can we do now? Like I mentioned, we come back to the same point, which we have been talking since several years, same point. At the spiritual level, let us manifest light, let us manifest love. And at the human level, follow the guidelines. Just by doing this, I think we will be doing our part, we will be playing our role properly. We can, of course, spread more light. All this we can do. And our vibrations, when we become purer and purer, stronger spiritually, then we begin to vibrate more and our vibrations touch others. And that is how the spiritual vibrations become stronger and stronger. And then this energy associated with the virus will vanish. That is the solution. This is my understanding of the entire process of this pandemic. Today, the energy has manifested as this virus or pandemic. Tomorrow, it will manifest as something else, some other problem, some other adversity, until we as humanity begin vibrating light in union. Till that time, this adversity will keep coming in some or the other form. Another question comes: why am I going through this as an individual? I am good, I am very honest, I am having a very positive life, I am meditating, I am following all the principles. Then why me? I only think of what Guruji used to tell us. When the whole world is suffering so much, when there is so much of disturbance in the world, can we remain untouched by all this? Can we remain untouched? I think it is not possible. We are a part of this world. We are connected. And we too have to share a bit of the disturbance. That is why, in spite of being good, we too get affected. And when I say disturbance, I am not talking only about getting infected. Getting infected, it just follows a physical law. We get exposed to the infection, we get infected at the physical level. The body follows a physical law. Even if we are pure, we can get infected. I am not talking of only that. I am saying that this pandemic definitely touches us in some way or the other. If not directly, it touches indirectly. The disturbance gives us an opportunity to turn inwards once again and assess our emotions, our acts, our thoughts. And when we turn inwards, when we assess, then we may realize many things. It helps us to grow. It helps us to grow. So we have to say that the disturbance helps us to grow. Sometimes we tend to judge ourselves a bit in a harsh manner sometimes. Say, I must have done something wrong. I have heard people saying this, my karmas, such things. I feel we have to do this type of self-analysis only to grow, not to condemn ourselves, not to get into this trap of enjoying a kind of self-pity. We shouldn't get into this trap. We have to remember this analysis is only for our growth. This, I think, will help. This kind of approach will help us. Again, coming back to this point, yes, the virus is telling us something. It brings the possibility of not only individual awakening, but also mass awakening. Not that this type of virus or chaos or adversity, as is the word I have read in the great master Eckhart Tolle's talks or his articles. Not that this type of chaos or adversity is necessary for individual or mass awakening. It's not like that. But it helps. This adversity helps. If we had made use of the opportunities provided to us earlier, not in terms of adversity necessarily, there are also positive opportunities, meaning, the opportunity of meditations, for example, light channeling, for example, the opportunities provided by the wonderful energies spread by the masters, for example. If we had made use of these opportunities, then we wouldn't have to face this adversity. So that's why I come back to the same point again and again and again, that we have to take responsibility ultimately for this virus. Anyway, my idea was not to lecture. I have no authority to lecture, honestly. And lecturing is not good also. When people are suffering so much, it's not nice to lecture. My idea was to present to you my understanding based on what we have learned from Guruji, so that we move in the right direction. That is all. Because such questions must be in everybody's mind. People asked me, our students asked me such questions. That's why I wanted to express my understanding. And I'm only expressing my understanding. Many of us here, we all understand this part. And like I have mentioned many times, I am your spokesperson, that is all. Anybody else could have come and spoken here, the same points.